It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Bucks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Cardinals hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Here's Murray from midfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to
them, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. Again, they'll throw with Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
2nd down and goal. Murray. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Murray. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
He's got McBride here over the middle. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Porter, and he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bucks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucks have a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
I don't care if you're taking it around 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Porter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 23. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Porter, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Porter, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying.
Him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Porter, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Ingram. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A man who played collegiately in nearby Tempe, the old Sun Devil, it's Rachaad White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now back to the ground game with White. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. James Robinson His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down now. It's Porter. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 42. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he is going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Touchdown! Trey McBride with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. So they've